Alright, and now I'm back here in fun London. Let's just kick this off by selecting the first option on this list, a little gift. Fine evening to you, Captain. My what you might call mentor is very fond of adventurous sea captains, and he would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation on account of he is so fond of sea captains. Look at that. He's trustworthy guy though. I do not suspect there's anything weird going on in this transaction. Out of curiosity, how much space do I have? Oh, I got tons of space. And is there a catch? Let's see. It's a very fine, very liberal establishment just across the river. What is much patronized by sailors and by men of wit and vigor. Okay, so basically, this guy runs a cat house, and he, I suspect, trying to bribe me for some reason. But hey, I'll take a bribe. I don't give a rip. Let's see. Consider a specialist surgeon. Eh, I don't need either one of those, and so no. Um, let's see. I do not have the next. Actually, I. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have any Z stories. That's why. The Rose Wharf. Let's see here. Interesting. So yeah, basically the deal with the Rose Market is that every time you visit port after something is waiting you at port appears, the two items that they're selling will change. So in this case, a solace fruit. You can sell either one solace fruit or one. I'm gonna find out how to pronounce this because I'm gonna be saying it a lot because it's a very common item. Sin Scintillec. Scintillec. Sure, fine. Um, and Solace Fruit. Solace Fruit are interesting. I think I can actually. Oh no, I can't buy any. Um, I'm not sure what their purpose is. They seem very odd. Anyway, let's read the papers. Ooh. Um, excellent. Lost some terror. Let's see. Reduce your terror. So rest in a room above the blind helmsman. So reduce your terror, heal a wound, and give you a restful night. That sounds excellent to me. Oh, I only lost one terror. Okay. Well, restful nights are actually worth quite a bit more than just 10 echoes. Basically, if your terror gets too high and you start to have nightmares, then they can very easily, you can just use a restful night and it'll pretty much get rid of them right away. Let's see, what is there in London? Oh, the Admiralty Survey Office. So they'll pay information from Z captains, find out what and how. And I think I never actually went here. Basically, um, you can trade in port reports for favors. And in this case, you can also get a commission from them. Basically, the commission, every time they give it to you, it randomly picks a city around the Z, and you are supposed to go to that place, get strategic information, and bring it back here. In this case, it's Galer's Morn in the Corsair's Forest, somewhere not far from the home waters. Also, I was just looking at the stats, like my fuel stats, and something just occurred to me. The main reason that they might have the blind bruiser show up right after basically your first outing, is that it essentially gives any new players a really, really good and really not reliable, but a really quick, easy source of much needed fuel and supplies, which of course are extremely desirable in this game. And at the same time, it means that later players, because as you can probably guess, looking at that nice man with the knife, they probably want something from you in return. And something is probably going to, considering the guy who is giving you all of the stuff owns a whorehouse, the stuff he wants you to do probably isn't going to be legal. Which means that if you're a seasoned player, you don't necessarily have to take the commission because you're like, well, I could take it, but I can earn that much money back pretty quickly. I like to take it because I actually like the story a lot, and I think that the consequences, not only does it show a lot about the world and about some of the characters that inhabit it, but it also is just a really, like I said, a quick, easy source of stuff, and I like to save money in early game, so why not, right? this case, anyway, back to the Admiralty. 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 Sure. The Admiralty. Retrieve strategic information from Galer's Morn in the Corsair's Forest. Galer's Morn, same place I gotta take that passenger, so hey, works out perfectly. Somewhere in, ugh, I love that. Somewhere not far from home waters. Well, that's specific. Home waters is basically like somewhere not far from home waters. That's anywhere in any direction. In fact, the only place I know it's definitely not is north. It could be east, could be northeast, southeast, straight south. And like I said, the map's basically randomized. So although I know it is, because again, I know that every game it's going to be near home waters. I don't know where it is in home waters. All I know is the Black Sea. All right, so let's start handing in some of these port reports. I actually like the description of these. So, trust the sisters are keeping well. Let's see here. An odd place. Best keep an eye on it. And every time you get traded one of these, you get an Admiralty's favor. And yeah, sorry. The first time you give a unique one of these, like a new port report, you'll get a favor. And that's why it says it's been confirmed by the Admiralty's record office. So next time, if I hand in a port report of Hunter's Keep, I won't get the favor, I'll just get the money and the fuel. What have the nearly dead been up to? Got a new favor. Wither. Oh, good old Wither. And exiled for giving answers. That's Wither. Oh, that's actually pretty clever. Because remember how in Wither the idea is everyone's asking questions, and the Codex is an island not too far away where everyone's a mute, and they're all exiles. Exiled for giving answers. Huh, that makes sense. And also, you could see a new option just opened up on this side menu, which I'll be getting to in a second. Now I can actually talk to this guy, the dark speckled admiral. So what do you call it? The merchant captain of whom we hear such complicated things. Okay, so basically, this guy is now who we'll be reporting mostly to. As well, it unlocks some other options. You can turn in red honey, which is highly illegal and also very valuable. Tell him moves in the great game. Again, these are all things that if you're familiar with Fallen London, you'll recognize. If not, just think about the name, the great game. All capitalized, just in case you didn't figure that out. Great game. It's not a game of chess, even though that's what the piece is. A revelatory chart, which, uh, again, a lot of a lot of Sunless Sea kind of, it almost feels like Fail Better had a really good grasp on the story, on how to, and really how to deliver story, not just through like text boxes, but also through interactions. Like I said, you just look at the world, or you find, oh, there's a particular Z beast in this sector of the region. It's nearby, this land, this port, and oh, that makes a lot more sense because, this and this and that and that. So you make these connections. But in terms of gameplay, it seems that, and again, while they had a good grasp on the gameplay, it, like I said, it feels serviceable, but a lot of the items, a lot of the cargo stuff feels like it was meant, either it was meant to be fleshed out later, or like, yeah, like it feels like they meant to flesh it out more later and they sort of forgot about it. Revelatory charts are one of those things where they basically only have, I think there might be a second use, but this is really the only use. You sell them basically. But yeah, I can't do anything else here, and you can also submit vital intelligence, which we have not created, but you can get through strategic information, which is that stuff that we're being sent to find, or through spy networks. Ooh, interesting. And yeah, that's, oh yeah, right. Fallen London itself. I'm going to be checking out the university, which is a really good place to earn a little bit of quick cash if you need some. You can sell you can sell a lot of things. And also, I forgot about this. You can get the Whisper Locked Box. You can unlock it, which is that thing that's tied to Fallen London. Cobb. Oh yeah, I love the description for the Art Alarmy Scholar. I should probably go over that. is the alarming scholar is mercurial, to say the least. A creature of sudden moods and provoking teeth. Possibly her, is it a her? Appointment at University Maritime Liaison. Just that name, University Maritime as University Maritime Liaison was precautionary to keep his, is it he? Sharp, razor sharp enthusiasm from causing too many injuries in the facility. I like that. This is just a little word thing. I like the way they link her provoking teeth. I always conjure images that it's like when he/she opens up their mouth, they have like basically shark teeth. So anyway, yes, the scholar whispers breathily. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you brought me? So any knowledge items, she'll snap up. So what do you call it? Yeah. Oh, I have an idea where it's from, but it's a long way there, and I may be wrong. So perhaps I really like the box. Perhaps you should sell to me for 100 echoes. Early game, 100 echoes is never really a great amount. Early game, it's quite a bit, but anyone, even new players, can understand you're going to burn through that pretty quickly. And for later players, you understand you'll get that back really quickly if you just play for a little bit. I'm going to ask his advice. Iram. Oh, no wonder. To say that Irham is in the far northeast regions of London is an understatement. I will show you here just a second. Here's Fallen London. Here's the map. When they say the far northeast, they don't mean like here or here or here. They mean here. This is where Irham is. That's not a spoiler. It doesn't change places. But anyway, back to London itself. Let's see. Cara, Cara, God, I can't pronounce that word. I apologize. I would say I would say English is my second language, but not only is that not true, but well, really, I'm just a shame to my English speaking brethren. Unfortunately, I need to no, whatever. Okay, I'll just. It says your luck quantity gives you an 8%. There's no luck quantity. It's just luck. Um, let's see here. Try to enjoy yourself. Let's see here. Hey, I was fortunate. I got recent news. I lost for evening. I lost quite a bit of money, but hey, I also lost some terror, so that was nice. Um, yeah, that's nice. Oh, good. Officers. Every time you sign on to port, it says you need to have another. Oh, never mind. That's another day, not another free evening. Okay, so you got the Carnelian Exile and Maybe's daughter. One is the first officer, who I already have, but he'll be gone soon. And the other one is an engineer. Here's where Fallen London, or sorry, Sunless Sea. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no. So here's where Sunless Sea gets really interesting because these are the points in the game where any new player might be cautious, and this is the point when the game's like advice, take chances, really comes into play. This is without a doubt the most important thing in this game because if you do not, you will miss out on a world of lore and in a lot of ways a world of gameplay. I still have not even experienced the Carnelian Exile. I'm not going to. Well, you know what? I'll do it because I'm probably going to die this playthrough and I don't care. I will choose her and here I am. A ship, I suppose, is both always here and never there because there always becomes here. Soft spoken and a little mystical. How much does she see? Very weird. Alright, I'm actually just going to equip her right away. And what the hell? We're at port. Oh, I need. Wow, very interesting. Wow, her options are very weird. Also, she has a tooth. All right. Anyway, I actually came here for another very important reason, which was wine, which I also cannot afford. All right. I am going to go. I'm gonna end this one here, and next time I'm gonna head over to the Corsair Forest. We're gonna see what kind of trouble I can get into there.